Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to CricBuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
The other person who would have been keeping a close eye on India's performance, because he's going to be passed the baton in a few days' time, is now the officially appointed next head coach of Team India, Rahul Dravid. There was a tweet by somebody that says, is this the fourth time he's being appointed in the last few weeks? Well, it appears that, because there was news of the possibility, then the probability, then the near certainty, then the fact that he put in the application, and today it's been officially ratified, DK. So all set to have Rahul Dravid take over the reins, and he'll already be looking at this as a side. It's not a bad side to take over.
Absolutely. I think this is good news for Indian cricket. I think he's a very calm head. He's been somebody who's had the interests of Indian cricket in the core of his heart, and he's obviously produced cricketers in the India under-19s, the India A's. You've seen the number of cricketers that have come through from there and gone on to play for the country. His roles and the achievements over a period of time, speaks volumes of how good he has been. He's been a terrific coach at the junior level. He's done really well in the short stint that he's done in IPL. So it's going to be very interesting how he moves forward with this Indian team. Abundance of talent, He's going to be spoiled for choices a lot of the time. So it's going to be very important to see how, he shapes up as an Indian coach. And I wish him all the best. And I'm very, very confident he'll do a fabulous job.
Yeah, and it's important, as DK just said, to focus on Rahul Dravid, the coach, and where he's come through. We know he was a fantastic player, great ambassador for the game, lovely character, but that's not the part you want to focus on. If he didn't come with the wealth of coaching experience at under-19 level, at A-team level, that's really what we want him to bring to the senior team, Joy.
Yeah, and a couple of really good things that I think the BCCI has done. One is the fact that they've not just made him coach. They've actually opened the doors and says, your coach, the previous committee, everyone is gone. Because I think it's very important when you get into a position like that you pick your own team, your batting coach, your bowling coach, your fielding coach, the people you're comfortable with. Because it's really those relationships are going to be, you're going to spend days and months together. That's important. Secondly, I believe that he'll be an even better national coach than he will be an IPL coach. Because you take an example like Gary Kirsten. I think Gary Kirsten is a fantastic national team coach. He's not a great IPL coach, because IPL coaches are not so much coaches as managers. You have 2 months. You don't even have time to develop talent. You've just got to get them together, practice them, put the right combinations in place, and let them play. Whereas, if you're the national team, there are players you can develop over 6 months, year and a half. And that's what I think Rahul Dravid will be exceptionally good at, especially because forget about the pipeline coming in. He's helped build the pipeline that's going to bring players into the system. The under-19, he's helped build that pipeline himself. So I think two great things, that he's going to have time to really put his coaching philosophy, because 2 months of coaching does not allow you to put a philosophy that much into effect. But 8-9 months with the national team, in a year gives you that time. And secondly, I think he'll be allowed to choose the people he wants surrounding him who's going to help him make this team better. And that's always good. It's always good. The coach must have his own choices in place.
Give us a little insight, DK, into Rahul Dravid, the leader, because we've of course seen him from the outside as a cricketer. We've observed him as an under-19 and A-team coach, but playing under him as a captain to make this transition to being head coach. What was he like there?
He's a very shrewd tactician. He's absolute student of the game. He's one of the few cricketers over a period of time who could talk about the history of the game. He could go all the way back to mid-1900s. He would talk to you about the people that led Indian team, the people who performed, a lot about the Nawab of Patodis, Colonel Naidu. You can keep speaking about them. He will know a lot about them. He's somebody who's a proper student of the game. So when you come from that school of thought, you're imbibing a lot of good culture. You're imbibing all the characters and all the players that have played over a period of time, the good and bad. So he knows all about it. So he's seen it all, been there, done that, used that for his cricket. And that's why he became a way better player than what his talent suggested, and that is one of the reasons, because he was a very shrewd tactician and he was understood his game really well. And the beauty about it is, when a player like him comes about a coach, he understands what it means to fail, because he's failed a lot more than he succeeded. He's seen how hard it is to raise your game from being a mediocre batsman to an exceptional batsman. So he knows that journey because he's been through it, and that will always keep the youngsters in good stead. He's somebody who's very balanced, a proper family man. So his so-called values in life is very, very strong. So when you come from that sort of a background, I always feel that your your credentials are one thing, but the fact that you come from a good place is always, and you become a very trustworthy person, because when you're traveling down the road for a long time and you have international cricketers, there's a lot of pressures attached to it. So you need a lot of trust and bonding between the coach and the players, and that will happen definitely. And that happened when he was a captain. That's why you saw a lot of youngsters flourish, even in the likes of MS Dhoni when he started. I think he started under a Ganguly, but he started really flourishing under Rahul Dravid, who at that stage sent him up the order, then made him the middle order batsman that he became over a period of time, made him the vice captain, obviously helped him through that journey, and then gone on to, obviously, when he did give up on his captaincy and just was a player, Dhoni took over, and we all know what happened after that. He's brought glory to Indian cricket. So he's, as I said, a student of the game. He's enjoyed playing the game, and he was not somebody who was a very, very talented person. He was a very ordinary player, but obviously exceeded expectations with just mere hard work, determination, perseverance, throw in a few more tough words there, and all of that is the Great Wall of India when it comes to cricket.